Hi everyone. Um, I'll be teaching you the basics of the 5 parameters. Okay. Um, the first is handshake, as in A, B, C, um, D, etc. Okay. Palm orientation is directive. So an example would be um, him asking her a question, me asking you, him showing her, me showing you. So it's directional. Location is what we all remember. So like hobo or let's see, forget, tend to, uh, rude, etc. Movement indicates, uh, let's see, like which, um, touch, president. So from the classifiers, that would be like the two-hand classifier. That would be a movement. Or that's all I could think of. Okay. And non-manual markers. So that would be like what or who, or view, uh, beautiful. So those are all facial expressions. So they're, again, non-manual markers. Okay, and to continue, going on unit, I believe it's 20. Nope, it's 19. So most, again, most, more than, less than. So that was a non-manual marker. Less than, longer than, again, longer than, one occurring the other, 2 times more than, so 2 times as much, 2 times, which means more than. Okay, we all know what means. Means. Okay, now I'm on unit 20. So means required. That means must, required, etc. Now for means illegal, they're referring to signs, not signs, but street signs. Okay, so illegal, that's part of our vocab. And then required limit. Required limit. So it's like a must limit. Now, going over the limit is against the law. So it's like over, illegal. Under limit, because this means limit. Under limit. Below the limit. Again, must, required. Which also means no choice. Now we're on the diplomatic side. Better or preference, where you have a choice. Okay. Preference. Better. Which? Right? Illegal, against the law, not permitted. Again, not with two P's, permitted, not permitted. Or don't. No, don't. Enough, or finish. Now, not with two hands, okay? And two times, not two times. Two times is today. When you do it once, it's now. Hurry. Again, hurry or hurry up. Again, no, don't. Again, that's a non-manual marker. No, don't. Fine or okay. Wrong, inappropriate, unacceptable. Okay. Okay. Required, supposed to, not okay, or not fine. Rude, rude, doesn't matter. Anyway, whatever, anyhow, etc. Tend to or tend to with two hands. Tend to. You stroke your chest. Tend to. In a circular motion, here or in the present location, which means the same thing. Here. Don't get it confused with what? It's here, circular. This could be palm orientation. It's directional. So like, where's Starbucks? It's over there, and another one is over there. Okay. Now, during, while, happen. So I can say, what happened? Okay. Now, again, going to unit, let's see. Okay, I'll teach you unit 23, okay? Or you could sign it 23. With a curved V. Choices, okay? Checking out or comparing options. So say I'm in a car lot, checking out my choices. And say you're not satisfied with your options, okay? This is like, to dislike, it's not satisfied, okay? Not satisfied. Many things. So this could be a movement. It's a two-hand classifier. So many things. So it's like circling in your mind. Many things. Okay, making to come to the final decision. Now let's see. So instead of using all five, you're contemplating on one thing. Contemplating. Kind of like, not kind of. It's exactly like wondering. looking over. Okay, looking over. Again with the non-manual marker. Looking over. Search, or with 2 hands. Search. Okay, what helps me remember is when you're searching eggs for Easter. Search. Discuss. Okay, so I was discussing which school to go to with my mom. Okay, discuss. It's inflicted. Waiver, making a decision. It's the same sign for maybe. Okay, you're wavering between 2 decisions. To decide, to make up one's mind. Okay, with 2 F's. I've decided. To give up, reject, put aside an option. Okay, move forward, go ahead, proceed. Same sign, different meanings. So this sign means to drop, to let go of, not follow through, drop the idea, or plan, drop, just drop it. With 2, so it's very similar to tend to, but with your index this time. Since then, since. Again, since. Sometime later, or later on. Again, later on. Important, or essential. Primary reason, the point. Okay, again, the point, primary reason. Don't care. Don't care. Country, side, which also means area, place, etc. So country, which means like America, okay? Like country, side. Country, side. Okay. Having a nice view. Okay. Having a nice view. Peaceful or quiet. Wonderful. Neat. Swell. With an L, it's very English. Landlord. Landlord. Or landlady. Landlady. Neighborhood, again, it means place, area, etc. Neighborhood. Neighborhood. Roomy, or comfortable size. Extremely large, or extremely, or huge. Huge, extremely large. Not having enough. So if we remember this, this sign means full. Okay, so not having enough. To make the best of what little you have, okay, it's inward, touch lip. To make the best of what you have. Inexpensive, cheap. Now the way Oscar remembers is Walmart. Walmart, but have your hand open. Cheap or inexpensive. Reasonable. Okay, don't confuse it with stop. You tap it. Reasonable or average for that area. Not bad. So as we know, this means good, okay, and upside down means bad. So not bad, or within average or within range. Okay, expensive. So this means money, and then drop it. Expensive. Expensive. So we can sign school is expensive. Okay. Engine. Engine. Clutch. Clutch. Transmission. Transmission. Okay. Preferably 3 times. Transmission. With every syllable. Now for cylinder, so it's opposite direction, okay? Cylinder, cylinder. Stick shift, stick shift. Automatic or transmission, automatic transmission. Bald or bare tires, okay? You can use it in different contexts, okay? Bare tires or bald. Guzzle, gas. Guzzle, gas, which means uses up a lot of gas. Engine repeatedly stalls, so repeatedly stalls. Car breaks down. Car breaks down. Blow the engine. Blow the engine. Powerful. Powerful. Test drive. Test drive. All inclusive includes everything. Includes everything. Bad. Bad. Lousy, which also means rotten. Lousy. Poor quality. Trouble. Lots of problems. Okay. Trouble. Okay, again, don't confuse it with worried. Worried. So these are movements. Okay. 2 hand classifiers going in opposite direction. Worried, trouble. With a P, program, program. Major, major. With a T, training, training. And this is practice, practice, training. Support, support. Service, service. Diversity or variety, diversity, variety. Wonderful, excellent. Well known or famous. Reputable, reputable, which means good name, good name. Again, reputable, reputable. Okay, done. So again, I'll be teaching you Unit 22. Okay, let's start. To pay by credit card, pay by credit card, or you could pay by credit card. To pay for someone else's meal or entertainment, but it means to pay for someone's, to chip in for somebody, basically, to chip in. To pay for services or goods, to pay for services or goods. To receive money, to receive money. Earning a good income, earning a good income. To receive money regularly, such as employment, a pension, etc. So start with the fist, end with an L. To receive money regularly. To receive a substantial amount. Okay? To receive a substantial amount of money. To be given a gift or awarded. Okay? So start out, 2 X's. Start out. To be given a gift or awarded something significant like a grant, money, a new car, or scholarship. To invest in stocks. Okay. To invest in stocks. Savings, to save money, etc. To hold on to store, to set aside, to put away. To put money in an account, to make a deposit, to put money down. Okay, it looks like continue, but you open it. To put money in an account. Again, to put monies in a savings account only. To subtract, to deduct from. Okay, subtract or to deduct from. To use an automated teller machine, ATM, to get cash. So you start in and then out. To use an automated teller machine. So instead of going in, go out. So you're withdrawing money to get cash. Insufficient funds in account. Insufficient funds in an account. Okay, let's say your check bounces. Check that is returned by the bank due to insufficient funds to bounce. Interest or annual percentage rate. Interest. To transfer funds from one account to another. To transfer funds. To reconcile your checkbook balance with the balance in your bank account. Okay, so start out and then you waver. To make a donation to someone or to a charity. To make a donation. To be out of money, broke. To spend more than you really should. To spend more than you really should. To spend recklessly. To owe someone. To be in debt. To afford to be in debt. Okay, to owe someone. To barely making ends meet. To live from paycheck to paycheck. Okay. To pay for an expensive item with a large sum of cash. Okay. To pay for an expensive item with a large sum of cash. And to be unable to afford something. To be unable to afford something. So it's can't, and then what the payment is due of. So you can't afford something, unable to afford. And to make monthly payments, as in bills, rent. So since it's rent is monthly, which is inflected, it's ongoing. So to make monthly payments. To make monthly payments. Okay. To increase, so with the U, and then with another U, to increase, to appreciate in value. Okay, for example, home, it appreciates in value. Okay, to make a purchase using a layaway plan. Okay, so to make a purchase using a layaway plan. To keep paying. To have a debt paid in full. To pay off a debt. Okay, so it's to pay off a debt. To pay off a debt. To run out of money / funds. To be broke, but this is another one. To run out of funds or money. To spend or pay more than you'd like to or expect for something, such as major repairs, renovations, tuition, etc. Okay, so it's to pay, to spend or pay more than you'd like to or expected. So to be wealthy, to have an abundance of money. So money, and then like an increase. To have an abundance. Wealthy. To bequeath, to present a large monetary gift to someone. So it's very similar to the one we did before. Okay. To be wealthy. To be wealthy. So it's money and then like in abundance, to be wealthy. To present a large monetary gift to someone. Okay. To spend all of the money you have in a short period of time. So you open and so it's shut, open, shut. Okay. So to spend all of the money. Okay. So it'd be like to donate to a number of causes or to people. Okay, so it's to donate, and it's to donate to a number of causes. To make a great deal of money from an investment. So to make a great deal of money for an investment. To buy or to purchase. To buy or to purchase. Money dwindles down until there is nothing left. So it'd be money dwindling. Money dwindles down until there is no money left. Okay. To pay for everyone's expenses, to treat everybody to something. So it'd be to pay for everybody's expenses. Okay. So your thumbs just basically slide. So paying for or getting paid under the table. So it'd be getting paid under the table. To get into debt. It would be to get into debt or to lose money in a business venture. So to lose money or to get into debt, I'm sorry. Everyone contributing. Okay. So it would be everybody contributing. And that's like pulling in for a pool of money, everybody contributing. And then smaller limited earnings. So small limited earnings. Small limited earnings. Small limited earnings. To be a cheapskate, right? So to be stingy. To deduct from, to garnish wages, to subtract. Rising cost of living. So it's rising the cost of living. So this is cost, this is rising, this is living. So rising life costs. Struggling to make ends meet. Hardly maintaining a respectable standard of living. Needy. Okay. And then